The crazy thing is that there was no rain forecast, or not that I checked. I didn't check. Alright everyone, welcome back to Automotive Anatomy. So today we're gonna go to it's nearby, it's Garden Grove. The actual place is called Rodeo 39, but the organizers of the event is the Brekkie Club. We've gone to a few of their events, and they originally were gonna go and do it somewhere else, but something happened, so they had to switch the location in a heartbeat. So now it's in the Rodeo 39. It's still a pretty good location, but yeah, we weren't expecting a little bit of rain, or any rain for that matter. I always like those Honda Fits, especially the orange. I don't know, orange and yellow Honda Fits, just for the win. So anyways, yeah, let's go check it out. Got my camera, take some pictures. I may or may not do a rolling video just based on the water. I don't want a lot of water getting into my camera, but we'll see. Expect a lot of Euros, some clean Hondas, but mostly Euros, I think. Alright guys, so we made it to Rodeo 39. As you guys can tell, there's quite a bit of cars already here. I'm not sure if they're moving the cars closer to the middle of the parking, but yeah, quite a bit of cars. And I like the different type of cars. A couple people here that we recognize. Woo. What up, buddy? Good morning. Not sure if they're moving some of the cars to kind of just to have them park a little bit closer. I definitely feel the little drizzle coming back. Oh wow, 2002s. Yep, I like that very much. Let me check out the Cressidas here. I dig in this older Cressida. Oh, nice motor swap and boosted. Wow, this thing is gnarly. Oh, this is dope. Look at that. Such clean swap. Like honestly, you would think that it's OEM. No weird wires anywhere. Anything is super clean. Very cool. 2002, passing by. Those things look so light. Look like such a fun car to drive. Nice. Oh, that's so rad. Oh, this license plate is rad 2002. Wow, beautiful color. That's a beautiful color. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just love Porsches. Dude, these Accords have been super nice. The way they've been modified, I've seen them in so many different ways. Kudos, honestly. Kudos to the owners, because it's been done very nicely. They're just aggressive looking cars, I think, in my opinion. Some of you guys don't like Accords at all, but it's my jam. And stuff that is not my jam, because I don't understand what I'm looking at, is the rotary engines. But they look like they're cool. I'm coming around to the sound of them. I used to not like this sound at all, and now I'm like, okay, it's different, it's unique. Obviously I don't know anything about them, and from what I hear, that they can put in a lot of power, but they may not be the most reliable engines. But overall, the car looks super cool, super clean. Morning, sir. Super clean. I'm telling you, it's the FCs. I like the FCs a little. I think a little bit more than the FDs. Like, look, they're cool. And only in California I can say a different chassis code, and then all of a sudden it appears. Speaking of which, I'm working on shirts, and has to do with chassis codes. Okay, I'll stay quiet. Sorry, you guys can hear the car. Okay, so I'm working on chassis codes, but I noticed that some of the writing, it says trying to do like a VIN thing, like a VIN number, but it's a VIN of a motorcycle. So I think one thing changes. and I don't know, it's bugging me, so I may have to redo them. Morning, man. Beautiful car. And yeah, but yeah, only in California I can say, oh, you know, FD, and then the FD just appears. So a lot more cars coming in now. We'll see how long this thing lasts, just because the drizzle is coming in. Nice little setup here of different cars. I always like how like just different cars roll together. You know, don't get me wrong, seeing a whole bunch of the same, you know, cars rolling in, definitely cool. Bags. But definitely seeing, you know, homies from different, with different tastes and different stages in life will most likely drive different cars, and it's cool to see them all roll together. Sounds like the differential's welded in the back. R32. It's beautiful. Look at this. Absolute killer. Very nice. The GR. That's something you don't see every day. A Lexus. Now this is right-hand drive, so I have to assume it's imported. What is this? Is it the same thing still? No, it's called a Wyndham. Okay, it's called a Wyndham over there. So cool. It looks different, just a tiny bit, and obviously the right-hand drive. But for the most part, it does give a little look than the Lexus is here. New Subarus are coming out. There's definitely more people modding them. I always enjoy the drone coverage after the fact, because it's I guess you don't realize how big the event is until somebody puts it into perspective, you know, and they put it to the side. And we got masters on the FK8. Aside from the drizzle, which I don't mind, this is my favorite weather. Like cloudy, overcast. I don't know, I just love it. Like I said, another Accord on bags. This looks great. A couple of the ladies. This is Anxiety. You guys definitely know I'm a sucker for the S chassis. Very, very nice, very clean. Dun, dun, dun. It's crazy because it doesn't even look like it's boosted. It's very subtle. I mean, aside from this, right? But like, other than that, it doesn't throw me. I thought it was NA until I saw the blow off. I'm like, wait a minute. Very cool. I don't know if this is the same gentleman that DM me. It's like, yeah, man, they got they got me. So I'm not trying to get too much into it, but definitely want to discuss my previous video, like 2 videos ago. Let me see if I can hop without moving the caution sign. Yes, cool. Previous video when we went to Up Garage, there was a lot of you who were commenting and even sent me DMs about, hey man, like, bummer that there was a lot of cops at the event. And it was a bummer. I think some of you guys were quick to say, you know, the organizers should be the one responsible and they should be held more accountable. And the reality is that obviously you're gonna have differences of opinions. What's up, Rob? How you doing, buddy? Just kicking it, man. Just kicking it. And you're gonna have differences of opinions. Which one's right, which one's wrong, I don't know. Obviously we're all entitled to opinion. Morning. But one of the things that I don't want to just say, yeah, it's up to the organizers to make sure that I don't think the organizers have that power to say, hey, city of, in this case it was it's Garden Grove, I believe. Hey, city of Garden Grove, you cannot give tickets to modified cars. I think there has to be an accountability from both sides. The fact is, we are all driving modified cars. This is our thing. This is our jam. We know that California is definitely very strict, and I think that's what makes this hobby here in California a little bit more like badge of honor, if that makes sense. No disrespect to my dudes in Florida and Texas and places like that, you guys can roll around with 3 turbos in the engine bay, and as long as I think it has somewhat looking fenders, you're off the hook. That's cool, and we appreciate that, and I wish, you know, it was. Good morning, fellas. And I really wish that Cali was like that. Man, that 510 is so sexy. By the way, anybody who's new to the channel, what's up, man? Good morning. I show videos and I talk about nonsense, so just letting you know, in case you guys are like, dude, what the hell is this guy talking about? That's what I do. Sorry about that. Somehow people tune in. I don't know. Man, this is beautiful. God damn, red. So, sorry, what was I? So yeah, no hate towards dudes in Texas and Florida and ladies out there. Like, more power to you. I wish our car laws were not as strict here, but they are, and that's a reality. Jesus, my God, they are, and that's a reality. And I think part of it is that badge of honor, where we still come out, and we still show love to all the different type of events, and we definitely welcome Up Garage, and we welcome anybody else who wants to, you know, begin a business here. We would definitely appreciate it. I mean, Brekkie Car Club, like I said, they've been doing meets for a long time, and as far as I know, they haven't had any issues. Now, that said, I guess now from the perspective of the organizer, I do believe that maybe we should have done a little bit more of due diligence. And even, it sucks, but put a disclaimer out there like, hey, sorry, and put a little disclaimer out there that says, you know, just letting you know, we cannot control law enforcement. There was a sign of no burnouts, no things like that. Damn, this is sexy. No burnouts, no revving, things like that. Obviously, people will still do it. Obviously, that's not a question if. But at the end of the day, I think as a consumer, you should know what you're getting yourself into, especially at a night meet. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways that you guys have to remember. When you guys have people go out at night, it just makes it so much, I guess, easier. Carros en pick there. It makes it so much easier for you to be targeted. And this is nice. For you to be targeted. I don't want to use the word harassed, although I do think that I think people there were harassed. And what I mean by that is not so much that they physically beat us, but it was almost like it was just too easy. You could literally just point any direction and you would have found a reason to give someone a ticket, and I felt like nobody there could really argue or fight it. Now, that being said, I have to give credit where credit's due. That's beautiful. Taking pictures of his little girl, his car. That's so nice. That's heaven right there. That's amazing. Oh, memories for a lifetime. I love it. And by the way, we're in the best section now with the Civics. Maybe put the convertible up. Okay, so shout out to the cops, and the reason why I'm gonna tell you guys is this. Yes, there was a big presence. Now, if that's your job, that's your job. I'm sure there's some officers there who are 1000% enthusiasts, and they're like, oh man, this sucks. They send us out to give tickets to all of you, and it sucks, but this is what it is. It's their job. I've always said, like, yeah, some people don't want to do it, but they have to. It's their job. Nevertheless, though, I feel that based on the cars that they had in front of them, which were extremely highly modified, it could have been worse in the sense of, like, could have been more state refs. I think there was a little bit of, I don't know if the word compassion or leniency shown by the officers. By the way, I love this color. Jesus, I love this color. There was a little sense of leniency. I'm gonna use that word because I do believe in it. I think we gotta give credit where credit's due, and officers gave leniency. I mean, even just my buddy's car, is practically a freaking truck inside a 240. And the cop was just like, okay, your car's too loud, exhaust, you know, ticket. Yeah, we wish would have gotten, you know, let go with no ticket, but it could have been worse. Just a simple, hey, pop your hood, and then it's pretty much over. And I think there were some state refs. I'm not gonna say that they weren't, because there were, but for the most part, I think for what I saw, at least from the data that the officers provided in their Instagram, the police department, it said that there was like 13 state refs. And I'm thinking, yeah, it could have been a lot worse than 13. So again, who's right, who's wrong? It all depends on the way you choose to look at it. It all depends where the coin flip falls for you. I think me, on a personal level, knowing what I know, that's the reason why I don't. Oh man, S2000 engine. Hell yeah, so dope. Okay. Them lights in the morning. Let's go.
I don't have budget for nothing.
So that's part of the reason why I don't like to host meets. As much as I would want to, don't get me wrong, I would love to host a meet or meets, but me not having control over law enforcement makes me nervous for all of you. For sale. It makes me nervous, and that's what keeps me from doing it. A lot of you guys are always like, hey man, you should host your meet, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be great, but the problem is I don't have control over other human beings, and whether it's the cops, whether it's the people that attend and they start acting all rowdy. Now granted, we would try to minimize those people by a couple things. Number one, I'm not a night meet type of dude. I wouldn't do a night meet. Number two, if I was to do something like that, I'd probably try to partner up with a small business, so that way people know that, hey, you're coming over to a private property, so we will be able to be there, but you still have to be respectful of the location. Ah, beautiful bug. Morning, man. Ah,
got the white walls on there, man.
So beautiful.
You got the white walls on there, bro.
So the drizzle is starting to come down. We'll see how long we can walk around with the GoPro. I was trying to again do a roll in, but I don't think that's gonna happen, especially since I'm already kind of deep into this. Bam, look at this. So anyways, I think overall I'm still happy that Up Garage is here in the States. I think that'd be cool. I've seen a lot of cool videos from a lot of different people that have gone to Japan from Up Garage. The prices, now that's a whole different shebang. The prices that the actual garage was showcasing for some of the items, yeah, I do feel free to say that I think they were a little bit on the steeper side. I do think that there is that mentality of like, well, it's not expensive, it's just you just can't afford it, which is two different things. And I you know, it's true. These cars are super overpriced, 911s, but guess what, people are still buying them. You know why? Because they can afford it. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. If you can afford it and it's worth it to you, then do it. Honda Civics from the 90s are selling for 8-9 grand, and people are buying them. You know why? Because one, they can afford it and they see the value in it. So for that, you know, from that point of view, it doesn't matter if you think it's expensive. If they're gonna sell, they're gonna sell. But yeah, I think I saw $7,000 for some, I don't know how rare they are, but they didn't look like they were extremely aggressive specs. And then I think some C's that were, I guess, really rare for 20 grand, which I guess in some other manufacturers that's normal. I guess, ooh, careful fellas. I guess for me it's more like I don't know, I guess I'm more in the frugal or cheaper or budgety type of income to say the least. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. I don't make as much as some of you guys, and I think that's where it comes from. So I don't know, that's my thoughts on Up Garage. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm leaving out that I'm thinking about, but you know, honestly, I just want to be as neutral as possible. because I do want to see it from all three perspectives. But at the end of the day, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that, you know, people were getting pulled over and that, you know, we didn't really get to enjoy the whole thing as much as we should have or we could have. But that's also California, guys, and that's the pride that we take. And should we do something about it and vote people into office that have better interests in our values? Yeah, definitely. I mean, but you gotta go out and vote, and most people just complain and they don't actually go and vote, and that's a problem. Oh my god, what's not a problem is this Levin. Whew. Bro, only here there's a Supra back there. I'm just stuck on this. Why do I want old cars? Why look at that. Okay, new Supra, cool. No disrespect to the Supra owners, that's just, yeah, that's 2000. Yellow is the answer. Spoon brakes, nice. All right, so let's see. Let's I'm gonna go over to the other side and catch some coverage. I think it's a good spot to end this part of the video if I have to do multiple parts, which I think I will. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who do you think? And that's absolutely right if you disagree with me. Do you think that the organizers should have done a better job? Do you think law enforcement should have chill or not chill? You think it's the consumer's fault? Whose fault is it? No one's fault. It comes with the territory. Everybody knows what they're getting into. I don't know. You tell me. I'm okay if you say, hey Gus, I think you're 1000% wrong. Just elaborate. Why am I wrong? You know. But other than that, man, just won 3 of them.
Yes.
All right. Morning. Good morning. Look at this. So good. I think that's gonna be the end for part 1. It's a good way to stop it.